cam still going strong. I'm really enjoying that. We're going to keep that up as long as it goes. I think I mentioned yesterday that I was testing the setup, and I didn't think it was going to last, more than a couple hours. I was trying to make sure that I could, when it does crash, bring it up real quick for streams, and I was going to run it. Basically, I'm just running it as long as it was going to run until it actually crashes. It hasn't dropped a frame yet in 2 days, and it is still going like crazy. And I'm over the moon about it. If you really want to know the truth, I was making some jokes about that I could with an unbroken, just that's the whole idea, is this is going unbroken. With an unbroken stream, I could beat the Nuxtaku forever stream duration. Which not a single participant went without breaking. In fact, every 48 hours they had to stop and reset because of the way Twitch is set up. And it used to be YouTube used to dump you after 12 hours. And I don't know what changed with YouTube. I'm already past the 48-hour mark, and that means that I'm longer than any continuous Twitch stream has ever gone. I can't say that I'm longer than any YouTube stream has ever gone. I don't know what the record is. I personally have never thought I would be able to do a stream like this. Unless I was doing this as my job. If I was doing this as my job, I would probably be streaming all the time anyway. One of the major things that I liked about the Mayuni stream, when she was doing the Forever stream, is not the fact that I had access to Mayuni 24/7, because she didn't. She slept. Was that no matter what I'm doing, the stream is always on. So I could go shopping. I could sleep. I could go to work. And I could do all those things. And whenever I get back on the computer, I could just turn on and there it was going. I think I'm fortunate. I'm one of the few fortunate people, and I say this because not a lot of people have experienced that. There's a connection, the connection to the community, that average streamer, even me, I'm not as a streamer, I'm not accessible 24/7. There's no, I'm not running a stream that's running constantly ever. In order to do that, I would have to be a part of a team where we would work in shifts. Six people with 4-hour shifts to allow us to interact with each other at times and stuff like that. But a guaranteed 4 hours a day would have to be given to the stream by each individual. That's how you would do a forever stream. That's how you do a constant stream. I joke all the time that if you hear that sound, like it sounds like almost like rain happening, it's because there's a truck ahead of me that is dropping stones, and I wasn't able to get past them before we got to this turn on. So they are basically pelting me with stones. Pebbles, brother. Yeah, so that would be, the sleep stream part of it is, I think, is like absolutely awesome. I think that is a really cool thing to have going on. This allows the community itself to basically have a chance to shine, and yes, it depends on the moderator. So there's, that's when I get into like, that you need 6 people. You would need 6 people to take a 4-hour chunk every day in order to do a forever stream. Probably do it with 5 and have somebody doing a double shift, doing an 8-hour shift, basically a full day shift, kind of as the main. But if you designate that, it probably if somebody has a guaranteed 8-hour shift every day, they probably wouldn't be the primary streamer, because the primary streamer needs to basically be in every stream. Give them less. I mean, and even if you upped it like to 6-hour streams, 6-hour guaranteed stream is tough. That's a hard call on people. 4 hours is tough, which is, I think it's kind of like, it's kind of funny that, making people stay there for 4 hours and do a 4-hour shift. that's tough. I mean, if you had double it, if you have double that, 12 people doing 2-hour shifts, that would be kind of ideal, but very chaotic. And you would have people not making their shift. So six people is like that. That's kind of getting into the sweet spot where it's not too much of an ask. And like people like think like, oh, and there's a guaranteed hours, that's all you have to do. No, it's like, that is all you have to do. But you're kind of like incentive. There's kind of an incentive to always do more. But yeah, I would. Yeah, especially like if you guys do a collab or something like that, you get everybody in. This isn't their shift. This is somebody. It's one person's shift, and everybody else in the collab is, somewhere. And maybe somebody's supposed to be sleeping. And then there's those hours, probably in the morning. Then there's those hours, probably in the morning, that morning, it's an inactive time, whenever that is, that somebody's going to have a shift. They're going to have the guarantee that they're going to have to do it. And that's not going to be, most of the other people are going to be sleeping, so they're not going to be doing a lot of collabs. It's got to be kind of understood. Here I am thinking about like how to do something. This is like when I got into like somebody saying that everybody's worried about playing the numbers and stuff like that. These are the numbers that I worry about. These are numbers that I think about all the time. Like what is good? What is good for the group? What is good for this? How long is when I do a stream? Because me, I like to do like between 1 hour and 2 hours. The only reason that I do a 2-hour stream is because that's the recommended minimum that Twitch says I should be doing. And that's a big. I know it sounds kind of really weird because I've done 4-hour streams, done a lot of them. For me to say like 2 hours is pushing it for me, but it really is. It really is pushing. It gets to that threshold where once it keeps going, I keep going. I have not been able to get Twitch to be stable. And when Twitch is stable, then you see me doing 4-hour streams and stuff like that. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a collab with Poison Bunny and Digital Blues, and Tyvat and Tease. They're gonna run forever. Their streams run 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, and I'm only gonna run for 2 hours. I might start streaming beforehand. But this gets back to the Levi cam that's running, still running. That's something that I didn't even like when I was really streaming. Not when I started, because when I started I had no intention of being a streamer at all. When I was really streaming, and doing 2-3 hour videos, I actually try to push myself and do more. And it turned out like somewhere around the 6-hour mark, that's my threshold. It's anything past 6 hours is gobbledygook. I am just absolutely useless after 6 hours. Even my original sleep stream, which happened when I turned 50, the original sleep stream only went for an hour. Because I really thought, like, who the hell would watch this shit? I really did think that. And when I had one person actually sit through all 1 hour of it. I did. I had one person sit through all the entire hour of it. And I was floored. Now, it could have happened since then. But when it happened, I was like witnessing it real time. I watched the average duration of it, because there was only one other view at the time for it, and I think they had like 4 seconds, and I literally watched the average view go all the way up to a half hour, and I watched them watch it. I was like, are they still watching it? Are they still watching it? And I just kept watching it go up. I was so happy. And I was like, whoever did this, that's a power play. I don't even care if they're just playing it in the background, because there's no music, there's no nothing, there's just me sleeping. I used that 1 hour and I looped it. I played that for my birthday, my next birthday. It's kind of a goof because I was quitting. And that's where the 36-hour stream came in. That was my first 36 hours. When I tried to upload the video, it crashed. It didn't want to do it, and it was kind of not long after. And I had that video, which doesn't exist anymore, got the most views, the most duration watched, everything. Got it all at once. Had over 200 views in a 36-hour period. Most of them were bots. It had over 200 views. It had a watch time of 17 hours. Which is amazing to me. Now that had music, but on my birthday, I was actually running around doing karaoke and hitting a couple comedy, open mic comedy things. And I planned that out, and I was not even present for most of it. I came in and checked in to see how the chat was doing, because I wanted to see if anybody's wishing me happy birthday. which I didn't get any birthday wishes. That's why I was checking in. Instead, I was just inundated by bots. 152. I had more bots on that stream checking in, as viewers than my best video, which is Iron Mouse, has ever gotten. Still, Iron Mouse does not even hold a candle to my birthday sleepathon. I'm gonna sneeze again. Popped off in the store yesterday, and now I'm worried. That I've never repeated. I did a subathon, sleepathon, ran for 36 hours, and not even close to the birthday video. Not even close. I am not. I mean, just to give you an idea, the Levi stream has 12 views right now. After 2 days. The subathon, sleepathon, the fact that I was sticking around and I wanted to get to 100 finally, numbers. I didn't realize getting to 100 subscribers on YouTube was that big of a deal. That milestone doesn't mean anything. It doesn't give me any rewards. It doesn't monetize me. It doesn't even help me at all. The fact that Twitch hit 100 and we're at 80 again for the fourth time at 80 on YouTube. Still there after a year and a half of streaming and lots of years of planning. Here I am, just I know I went through some growing pains when I started streaming. I know that YouTube thought this was a dead channel, like so many The algorithm has never worked for me. The algorithm gives me hundreds. I think I broke 1,000 recently. That's how many, and the 1,000 that I'm talking about is impressions. That's not how many clicks and views and stuff like that I've gotten. Those are way down. The impressions that the algorithm gives out means that it's how many times they throw one of my videos into somebody's end screen. It's a recommended. People go to their YouTube channel. Yeah, that's where the impressions come from. That's how many times they do it. It's usually end screen. I think it would be really rare if I was actually somebody's in somebody's view. I'm in my own when I go to the YouTube page. Those, just so you know, every time I click on my page and I see my video, that's an impression. That counts as one of the impressions. And I do that a lot, so. And I'm almost always, there's always one of my videos in there. Recommended. Same thing with the end screen. If I watch a video, any video on YouTube, in the end screen there's usually one of my videos. If I watch one of my own videos, in the end screen is usually one of my videos. And that I know that I'm probably the biggest. Probably the one who gets the most impressions of the over 1,000 impressions that I've gotten. But I have my popular videos. I've only gotten a couple hundred impressions. And I have videos that have gotten no impressions. They have no impressions and no views. Morning Commute is probably the least recommended. It's probably one of the least recommended videos that I have. The Twitch videos that I export here to YouTube get more views than get more impressions than Morning Commute. I don't know, maybe it's because they just don't know what to do with Morning Commute. It's like there's a meta tag. It's already set up. It's the same meta tags that I give, same tagging that I give to every one of them. And that doesn't help. I try to be not vague. Vague is probably the wrong word to say, but I try to describe what the video is without being clickbait. I don't do clickbait, which is probably one of the reasons why I don't get a lot of impressions. Who knows? I don't care. I really don't. But I think about these things because when it all comes down, that's the stuff that people are going to look at. That's the stuff. Somebody said that I was famous, and I just like, how can I be famous when like I don't even get the views? I don't get anything. Um, I just I just know I enjoy doing this. Look, the sun came out. That's what I do. I do this because I enjoy it, and that will always be the bottom line. If I stop enjoying it, I'm out. I don't even care if I'm making money or not. If this is not enjoyable, I'm done. When they were doing all the drama and crap and stuff like that, I'm just like, I just don't even. I'm just not even participating in it. They know my views on things. They know that friggin' I don't like bullying. They know where I'm going to take a stand. It's should be plain as day. Not my viewpoints are not a secret on how I feel about things, and some people don't understand it. Some people, um, it was. I have to admit, it was really difficult. It was really hard for me to tell somebody that I did not like the way others treat you. Um, and because they're trying to force the person to speak more and do more things and trying to push them, and I know that that's a good, that was what they wanted. They needed, it's kind of like they needed the push to do more shit like that, but to help their stream and challenge them. But the berating, I just I feel it in my soul, if that makes sense. And if you really need that type of berating to challenge yourself, I mean, maybe you should think about like why you are challenging yourself. I mean, people encouraging you to um, push on, you know, you know, piping you up and saying that you got this, you can do this, it's okay to stumble and everything like that. But to belittle somebody because they're not doing what, this just like it actually hurts my soul. And when I expressed this, and they were like saying, "Oh, I'm encouraging them to do this. Don't you worry, I'm okay." And it's like going, it's not you I'm worried about. It's like when people call buying gifts and you know gifting subs and giving bits and having a level 5 hype train on Twitch, when they talk about all that shit and they do all that stuff and they call it bullying. I don't like that either. I don't see it's a little bit of teasing, but you're helping the person out, and I don't like it because it really is bullying. But it's bullying out of kindness, and I gotta accept it. That's what happens. I'm glad nobody's done it to me because I wouldn't like it all that much. All right. I guess I should go in. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time doing it. And if you don't mind, make a comment below. Um, obviously subbing. I mentioned that earlier. It definitely would mean a lot if you're not already subscribed. But I'm not about that. The comment, Cool Beans especially, if you write Cool Beans in the comments below, because if you don't know what to say, that would make my day. It really would. Nobody's done it yet, but one of these days it'll happen. One of these days somebody will see these videos till the end, and they'll be like, he's been saying that comment forever. Yeah, I have. And as always, Cool Beans. All right, take care.